Greetings, fellow friends and followers. Today, we are going to talk about the subconscious mind. So, subconscious behavior, subconscious thoughts, subconscious emotions and feelings, and the whole thing. Subconscious is pretty much the the lower mind that you are not aware of, that goes on a constant basis, and it affects your thought patterns, your actions, the way your chemicals in your body are released. And the reason why I want to talk about the subconscious mind today is because I, and like many of you, are constantly affected by it. And I've been really noticing it, making it conscious. I've been noticing the subconscious, the background, lower mind more frequently, which a lot of you guys may understand, because years ago when I was spiritually awakening or whatever, or spiritually remembering, my subconscious mind was starting to become, it came to the surface, and that brought a lot of fear. And that's what happens when a lot of you wake up. You see your ego more. You see your ego judging more. You see negative thought patterns more. And a lot of people get freaked out and go, oh my goodness, I'm a terrible person. No, it's not that. That's always going on. Just for the first time, you're being mindful and being aware of it. So it's actually a really good thing. And that means that you are coming more fully into your higher self and connecting all levels of your lower and higher minds, which is good because we're supposed to bring them into balance. So, the subconscious mind. It can be sometimes a little bit tricky because it even is correlated with things like sleep. So today I slept in really late, and I don't even want to say what time because it's kind of embarrassing, and I woke up feeling totally off because I felt like I wasted a lot of my day. But that was due to the act of my subconscious mind. And at first I was angry that I slept in, and why would my subconscious mind have me do something like this? And through this, I could realize it was a subconscious mind feeling down. My body and my chemicals decided, the chemicals in my body decided to allow me more rest than normal. And it was because the subconscious mind was doing me a favor. this morning I was told that my grandma died last night, and the subconscious mind, before I was told, already knew. And so a part of me, when I woke up today, I didn't even think about how this could be a factor. But as I asked myself, well, why in the world would I sleep in this morning, and then why last night did I feel so emotional all of a sudden? And I asked my soul, and that's, like I said in my last video, that's so important to come into balance with your subconscious and conscious mind. You have to ask your deep, intuitive self why your subconscious does the things that it does. So this morning I laid there, and I try not to judge because that would be an unconscious behavior. So I asked myself, well, why did I sleep in, and why did I feel so bad last night? And the subconscious mind told me it's because there's a break in my lineage. My DNA feels off because of my grandmother dying, and even though I wasn't aware that she had died last night, there is a connection in my body and in my DNA structure and in the subconscious mind that completely broke. And so my body kind of freaked out, and my emotions attached to that intuitive loss. And so the subconscious mind allowed me to not knowingly be able to rest. And I want to say this video is to not necessarily push away or extract the subconscious mind. First of all, it's to become aware of it, but second of all, to see that it serves you a really good purpose a lot of the time. Because I think that the subconscious mind serves its purpose beautifully, because I am not in a state of mind, in a state of being to be aware of all things all the time. So the subtleties of life help us to integrate every emotion, every action. Because if we were aware of all thoughts and what they do to us, all negative thought patterns, I think that we'd feel very overwhelmed. And I believe that's what happens to people when they first start meditating and first start becoming aware of themselves, is that they've never seen the unconscious mind as much as they have, and they get overwhelmed. So it's very important that it is released to us in small increments. Okay, another thing I'd like to talk about the subconscious mind is the fact that, well, I guess I already discussed it, but the subconscious mind is correlated with the subconscious body. And so here are some examples. And it's, again, what I was talking about, it's protection, okay? So it protects your body, it protects your emotions. And let's jump into how it protects your body, first of all. Bear with me. The subconscious mind shows us what's going on within, or vice versa. The external shows us what's going in our minds. So, if you are depressed and you're not aware of it, you can look through subconscious action, which is overeating or undereating. Okay? Or if you are if you're aware that you're overeating or undereating, then reverse that, you can look into it. It pushes you into asking your mind what is wrong. So its purpose is to connect all the sockets, all of the chemicals, all of the thought processes and patterns and unaware symptoms that we have. And it brings us into alignment with being able to ask ourselves and being able to solve certain ailments. So, subconscious mind is, I feel like it's very correlated with symptoms, as I just discussed. And it works with symptoms because, at least physical symptoms, because those are more readily noticeable. And if we get so aware and so good at catching on the bodily symptoms of, okay, so let's say that I'm having back pains or something, and I'm aware of that I'm having back pains all of the time. The perfect thing to do in this circumstance is to go, okay, one, I'm aware that there's something emotionally and mentally or spiritually wrong, and that's why my body is sending off red alarms and reacting a certain way, okay? So in that circumstance, if my spine and my back is having problems, I'd ask myself first, which part of my body? Because if you do that, then you can connect that with energetic fields. So if it's, let's say, my lower back is really hurting, so I can ask, okay, what subconscious part of me is doing or is feeling weak? So if it's the lower part, I can assess and go, okay, so that might be the lower chakra energy points. So I'd have to ask myself, well, those are correlated with the root and the grounding and the security. And then I could ask myself, well, what in my life feels lacking or overly obstructive in that area? And so if my lower back was hurting, I'd go, okay, so maybe because my grandmother just died, and that's like an ancestral root heritage kind of thing, I'm feeling a loss and my body's reacting, and now I can see my subconscious mind because my body is giving off symptoms. Okay, I think that's all I'm gonna say for this video, and I apologize. I don't think a lot of you guys watch it to the end of my videos, but I apologize for the middle of it where it got a little confusing. But anyways, the purpose of this is to just discuss the subconscious mind and how it protects you, and how symptoms of the body are there to reveal to ourselves emotional, mental, or spiritual dissatisfactions and obstructions within us. So use and have gratitude for that which is unseen, because truly, you know, nothing is really unseen unless you desire it to be. Everything and anything can be noticed if you pay attention to the symptoms and you correlate the subconscious and conscious mind together to unify and create a more wholesome and balanced experience. Anyways, hope this made sense to you to some degree. Thank you for watching.